On this episode of Marshal Law, Texas.
According to the complainant, he's a hit man.
The target is going to be Jamarcus Green.
How can you not be terrified of someone who tried to kill you?
He went to his ex-girlfriend's house, stuck a rifle inside of her, and fired one round.
That's a crazy person.
Marshal! Police, Lucy, man!
What narcotics?
Hashish, marijuana, methamphetamine, cocaine.
Hey, Sarge, we found some weapons.
Hard times gonna come calling, set you on your knees like the good Lord calling, yeah. Hard times gonna come calling, put you back behind the wall, put you back behind the wall.
Targets and ammo's right here, guys. Today, we're going to be knocking out our annual qualifications, the weapons that we carry on duty. Firearm skill is a very perishable trait. If you don't practice shooting, you lose those skills.
Is the line ready?
We go after individuals who have committed aggravated violent offenses, many using weapons, and they will kill you just for being a police officer. Prepare for it, we train for it, and we have the right mindset whenever we go after them.
Everybody pay attention. We'll tap you on the shoulder. I want the steals all on one side. Lowest time wins. Time.
There's not a lot of females on the task force, so I make sure that I do 115% to show that, you know what, this job is not just for the males, it's for females too, and we can do anything that they could do.
Go. Good job.
When I receive a red jacket, we start getting information off of it, criminal history, his employment, everything that he's done in the past. When you see somebody who's committed numerous violent offenses against innocent victims, that goes to the top of my stack along with crimes against children.
The subject kicked open the door into his ex-girlfriend's apartment, knocked her on the ground, grabbed the AR-15 style rifle and...
A man with a long history of attacking women is accused of striking once again. 24-year-old Jamarcus Green is the one accused of the horrific act.
I never thought Jamarcus would ever hurt me. I met him when I was about 8 years old when I moved into the neighborhood. After 19 years of knowing somebody, you think you know them, and I didn't know anything about him. I was just getting out of a relationship and bumping back into Jamarcus, and it made me feel alive again. We were hanging out, and me and Jamarcus ended up hooking up. I wasn't ready for it. We talked the next day, and I was honest with him, and I told him, I really think we made a mistake. He wasn't too happy about it, but I never thought that that would have led to what happened. Later on down the road, I was hearing some knocking at the door. I go to the peephole, and it was Jamarcus. As soon as I opened the door, just looking at him, I knew opening that door was not a good thing. His eyes was bucked. He was extremely sweaty. I mean, his shirt was drenched. I'm like, Jamarcus, what's wrong? Are you okay? And he was like, you gonna die today. He hit me. As soon as he hit me, I hit the floor. Every time I kept trying to get up, he kept kicking me down. He sat on me. All I remember was his hands going up, and as soon as his hands went back down, I felt something at my crotch. All I heard was boom. And he shot me. And as soon as he shot me, it's like my whole body went numb. He's like, baby, I love you. You know I love you. Why did you do this to me? He picked me up and put me in the car, and he just kept telling me, you bet not tell on me. You bet not tell on me. You bet not tell on me. And that's all I remember. The bullet's still stuck in me. He ruined my life. I can't walk like I need to. I have nerve damage. I'm screwed for the rest of my life. I'm very bothered that he's not been arrested. How can you not be terrified of someone who tried to kill you and then stood over you and tell you they love you? That's a crazy person.
I want to get this guy. I want to get him bad. I will not be happy with this guy running around. I want to put him in jail.
We're after the worst people on this planet. If you can think of the worst crime that could possibly be committed, we're the guys who are going to send to come find you. My name is Troy, although I've been assigned a nickname as Thor to, I guess, maybe my appearance and some of my actions. Police! Those people that want to disrespect authority, I take that a little personal sometimes. So you might have some guys that might be the good cop, and I'll definitely volunteer to be the bad cop.
What we have here is a clear case of dumbass. This guy, Robert Douglas Dean, he's got a parole warrant. He knows he's going back to prison when we get our hands on him. He's been arrested for several aggravated assaults, burglaries, drug possession, evading, you name it. He didn't want to cooperate the last time he was arrested.
I don't like fighters.
I don't like to fight either. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Drugs and violence, hand in hand.
Investigating officers found $2.5 million worth of
They were
meth.
producing a significant amount. They were making a lot of meth.
That man was burned as he tried to cook methamphetamine in his bathroom.
A gunfight and then a fatal shooting.
Meth by far bypassed cocaine and became one of the biggest drug problems that we encounter in Houston.
The firefighter who lives inside of this home says someone kicked in his front door.
And they took some property that was inside.
A lot of these crimes that we get, especially the violent crimes assigned to us at the Gulf Coast Task Force, involve narcotics in some way. Armed robbery increases, home invasion increases.
Deputies say they have bagged all the evidence. Now they just need to get their hands on the dealers.
We take extreme precautions coming in contact with a subject who's known to abuse methamphetamine. They manufacture booby traps, pipe bombs, improvise explosive devices, a bucket of acid above the front door. I believe encountering somebody on methamphetamine, compared to any other drug, it poses the biggest threat to law enforcement.
We got information that a lot of these people involved in drugs, they hang out at a game room, and that's where they peddle their dope. So we got the location of it, flash this picture around, see if they've seen this guy. This whole area that we're approaching right now Although it looks like a typical community, there is a lot of methamphetamine and drug use around this area. Even though it might not be right out there in the open, we know it exists and we know there's a lot of it. We're fixing to get into the underbelly of the drug world.
The subject kicked open a door into his ex-girlfriend's apartment, went in, knocked her on the ground, grabbed the AR-15 style rifle, inserted it inside the female, and fired one time.
According to the complainant,
Yeah.
he's been involved in other stuff, and she's saying that he's a hit man. So he probably does hits, probably for the dealers or whatever.
I know he's a dangerous person. He's going to do what he can to get away. I'm just going to step up my game one more notch above his and be a little bit more violent, be a little bit quicker than him.
Hey, Clint, are you available?
Yes, sir.
I love my job. There's nothing like getting up in the morning, drinking a cup of coffee, and asking yourself, who are we going to catch today? Oh, just go ahead and show up. Who's the entry team?
The entry team is Nelson, Alfredo, Izzy, Max.
I so enjoy working with Max, and not only is it a bonus that he speaks Spanish for us.
Hey, mira. ¿Eres cuerno? ¿Es de veras o es de mentiras? Dime la verdad.
Which establishes a rapport with people that I can't do on my own. He is an excellent investigator. When we go to a briefing, his information is always spot on.
Nelson Trejo is wanted for aggravated assault. He took a baton, a metal expandable baton, and assaulted his wife. And it was all over him not wanting her to have a Facebook account. When a crook commits a crime, a lot of times they go back to where they feel the most safe, whether it be mama, baby's mama, or wife. If you can find them, you'll find him. I just got some good information. A vehicle that used to be registered to my fugitive is now registered to the victim. The vehicle was recently changed over to her name, so I think they're back together. Hey, Clint, can you run that plate number and see if you can come up with new information? Pick up to Sonia. Yeah, that's gonna be our victim. We're gonna go ahead and knock down that address. Hey, Shauna. This is the guy I was telling you about. Shauna Rogers is one of our youngest deputies, but don't let that fool you. She's got almost 20 years experience in the military. And just meet us out there tomorrow morning.
Okay, no problem.
We're gonna go ahead and move on this guy, okay?
All right.
We're fixing to get into the underbelly of the drug world. We got information that a lot of these people involved in drugs and illegal activity, they hang out at a game room, and that's where they peddle their dope. So we're gonna be talking to a lot of people that got a lot to lose. Hey, how you doing? Can we talk to you by yourself? You want to step out here with us? We're looking for a dope dealer.
No, I'm honest. I'm an honest man, man. I don't
Okay.
play that man. I was like that years ago.
Let me ask you something. Show you a picture. See that?
Yeah, I know that dude. I've seen him around here.
If he happens to show up here, call Crime Stoppers. We want his ass. We're gonna light him up because we're gonna be working this area. Appreciate it, man. Knowing that this guy's in the area makes me want to get him that much more. Everybody's ready to talk. Everybody's ready to give us little bits of information because they don't want the heat on them. It might be one of them deals where we have to cut a piece of pie and start eating the crust first. But eventually we're going to make our way into the good part, and that's going to be the center.
I went to school for criminal justice, because I've always wanted to do something that made a difference. And I feel like, protecting the innocent is very important. I think that everyone should have a great opportunity to have a safe way of life.
This is always a dream to be a Deputy U.S. Marshal. From the time I got out the military, it took me 7 years, but I did it. That's a real good feeling that you get because you know that you're a part of that team.
All right. Nelson Trejo, it's one of those cases where he's never been handled by police. I've been working this one for about 1.5 years. There's just no information on him. What this guy did is he had told his wife he didn't want her to have a Facebook account. Wife went ahead and got a Facebook account, didn't let him know. He comes home one day, she's messing around with the phone. He gets suspicious, he goes into the closet, gets an expandable baton, basically telling her, I'm gonna teach you how to respect me. He went ahead and assaulted her. She called 911, police responded, he was gone. I interviewed her. She had subsequently fallen off the radar. The only thing that I knew that I could tie to her was a vehicle. I found a vehicle, I found her, and I found him. If we don't catch this guy now, this guy's gonna reoffend. He's gonna hurt somebody else. I have 2 guys, they've identified the vehicle. So I talked to maintenance. I know they're there, they sleep there. The plan right now is we're gonna approach the apartment as quietly as possible. If we don't get no answer, we're gonna go ahead and knock it down. I got enough to go ahead and knock it down. I'm gonna take lead. Shauna, you're gonna be breach. Chris, I want you right behind me. Louis, right after Chris. As soon as you breach, you get out of the way, let us in. You're gonna handle the female.
Okay.
And then ourselves are gonna move on forward and clear the rest of the apartment. All right? Shauna, you ever use the ramp to break down a door? Simple, real quick. What you're gonna do is we wanna try to stay around the doorknob. When you aim, get your feet set. Boom. Boom. Rotate your hips, put everything into it, just unleash. Boom.
Yeah, this is my first time to breach a door. I don't have any concerns about it. I'm pretty confident. I've done it enough at the academy.
All right. Coming to you. Start heading over to the exit gate, please.
It's clear that van's going to be parked in the northeast corner facing the fence. All right, I see it.
He's here. He's here. All right, guys, find a parking space. As soon as we make a left, we're gonna go in, and it's gonna be first one on the left-hand side, upstairs. Policía, abre la puerta. Police, open the door. Policía, abre la puerta. Police, open the door. It's okay, it's okay. Come on. I got it. You got it?
Yep, I got it.
Go.
Open the door!
Fire. Come on. Nelson. ¿Dónde está Nelson? Nelson. Up, up. Manos arriba. Ahora salga de ahí. Salga. ¿Dónde está la niña? Salga de ahí. Salga.
It's okay, it's okay.
Pues clear that room. Estamos aquí si tiene una orden de arresto. ¿Usted sabía? Sí, ok.
Don't worry about it.
Se me va a quemar la comida de la niña.
Do you speak English?
Yeah.
What is your mom saying?
She doesn't know what happened. Are you gonna take her?
Hmm?
Are you gonna take her to jail?
No.
¿Qué pasó?
Just tell her to calm down.
Sí, que te calmes.
Ok, lo que va a pasar lo vamos a trasladar a la cárcel local de aquí de Harris County. Bueno, ¿dónde está su ropa? Get Sean up here.
¿Qué pasó?
Go ahead, go ahead. Debería haber abierto la puerta, señora. Nosotros anunciamos, señor policía, usted debe de abrir la puerta. Y yo sé que en nuestros países la confianza en la policía no es mucha, ¿no? Pero aquí en los Estados Unidos es un poquito diferente. Hágame un favorcito, tráigame una camisa para él. Una camisa, por favor. ¿Ok? Ahorita calmada y tranquila. El problema es que él tiene una orden de arresto. Sí, había pasado más de un año, pero la orden de arresto no se va a desaparecer, no se va a deshacer. I speak Spanish fluently. I'm going to translate, I'm going to interpret everything that they say to get the job done. I've been chasing this guy for 1.5 years, and let me tell you, it feels good to get him. Another day at the office.
I have the worst bloopers ever.
Shauna's come to us, she's new. Shauna struck the door and she fell. Yeah, I was laughing inside, but you know what? She got the door open at less knocks than some of our other guys that have been at the task for a while. So she did okay. I'm proud of her. She's coming along really well.
Max was like, okay, I'll do it. I was like, no, I'm gonna open this door. I don't want him to do anything for me because I can do anything they can do, so I was gonna open the door.
Okay, Mikey, I need your help with this. Jamarcus Green goes to his ex-girlfriend's house. Vivian Nelson, she's asleep at the house. He kicks in her door. He has an AR-15 with him. While he's inside of her, he fires a round off. It did a lot of internal damage, obviously. He actually picks her up, takes her to the ER, kicks her out of the car, and takes off. He's got a long history of assaults, family members, all kinds of stuff.
There's a lot of work that goes into getting us to that front door. You got to do your research before you go knocking on doors.
He called his PO this morning, talked to his PO. His PO set up an appointment for him on Thursday at 11:30. Today's Tuesday. Obviously, we got a long time before then. So I was wondering if you could help me do something on the information that I have. Have you done one of these before?
Yes, I'll see that. Yes, I'll see what I can do for you.
Okay, all right. That's going to be our target right here.
Okay. And when was the last day of contact?
This morning.
Okay.
We have to research this individual. We have to research his criminal history. We have to research his family members. We have to research his employment, everything that he's done in the past. We have to find a computer trail of his life.
Yeah. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
I can't believe somebody would do something like that. I called Ollie, and I was going to give him the information. Robert, Douglas, Dean, you want me to text you a picture? Yeah. There's supposed to be drugs in there. The hotel is going northbound. All right, okay. Hey, Troy, it's a Crime Stopper tip. A hotel room north side. He's supposed to have a good amount of meth, plus a pistol. I just called Montgomery County guys. They're gonna meet us.
Okay. Let's go. We received a request from some of the task force officers up in Montgomery County to help locate and apprehend a fugitive. He's supposed to be staying at a hotel over here on the north side of Harris County, possibly in possession of several narcotics and a handgun. Hotel rooms are notorious for criminal activity. It's easy to rent a room. There's so many different people that are always coming and going. They can do what they need to do and then move on. So we're gonna go up there and see if we can locate him.
Robert Douglas. The information that we got is he's in a hotel room. We've been to that hotel probably hundreds of times in the past. But he's got meth and a pistol in there. You want to call the source?
Yeah.
Hello? Hey, it's Alfredo. Is Bobby in that hotel room right now? All right. You got my number. You got my name. You can see he's very nervous.
Well, Alfredo, stand by. Someone just speak past the window to the right.
Ooh, we got movement.
I copy. There's sirens in the area, and after the siren, he looked out the window, so that's what's paranoid. Troy, does your target have tattoos on his left arm?
It says tattoo right arm, demon faces. That's the right arm. That's the demon faces.
Have we made contact with the hotel management?
Hotel management recognizes the picture, and I've got a key. Somebody looked up the lines again to 11. Heavily counted up.
He matches the description. He's got his tattoos. What do you think? Think that's enough?
Just got off the phone with the source. Says he's always in there and that the guy doesn't leave unless he needs to, but he's always in there.
Alfredo, stand by. Someone just speak past the window to the right.
Ooh, we got movement.
I copy.
Have we made contact with the hotel management?
Hotel management recognizes the picture, but doesn't know what room he's in. Hey, look out, guys. The marked units here, they're saying that management may alert them because they may be shady. There's sirens in the area, and after the sirens, he looked out the windows. Definitely paranoid.
You under wanted patrol units over here?
Yeah. Right now, we're wondering if anybody's tipping Bobby Dean off to our presence. Okay, guys, what we got today, the target is going to be Jamarcus Green. He has a aggravated sexual assault and aggravated assault warrant. About 2 weeks ago, he went to his ex-girlfriend's house, kicked open her door, walked into the living room, pistol whipped her in the head a few times, stuck a rifle inside of her, fired 1 round. Bullet lodged in her tailbone. He actually started freaking out a little bit, picked her up, threw her in his car, drove her to the Memorial Hermann Northwest, I believe, and kicked her out at the ER. I talked to the victim last night. Her name's Vivian. She sounds like a sweet girl. She's scared shitless right now. She knows that he's still out running around, and she wants him picked up. So, see what we can do. Just so y'all know, for y'all's information, he's got a lengthy history. Been popped for burglary, arson, assault family member. In her report, she stated that he was a hitman and that he has done some trigger time. Obviously, he has shot somebody in the past. He shot his girlfriend and who knows how many other people. So I'm fairly confident that our source on the ground will be able to positively identify the apartment. So whoever walks out of that front door is gonna get yanked. I don't care, grandma, uncle, cousin, baby mama, whoever's getting popped. We're kind of in a sit and wait mode, so let's get our shit on and let's be ready.
We're gonna get ready to roll. Get all my tools out to go to work. Different tool for different jobs. That's it.
This guy is dangerous based on the case of what he did. I mean, we are all motivated to get this guy.
Radio check.
We got a good crew out here. Everybody wants a piece of this guy. We'll pat each other on the back after it's over, but we still have a lot of work to do. This is the nerve-wracking part. You feel like you're close, but still kind of far away.
Hey, is there anybody here? Black female, green jacket, green dress. She's probably in her mid-20s.
Hey, Tony, check that out for me, please.
All right, I'm going in there.
We got some guys on the car right now working surveillance, and they see a girl coming out of the target apartment.
Hey, when we get out, just one guy can walk with me, and the story is we're looking for a gas leak apartment complex.
Okay, Mike, actually, I've got some appropriate gear for that. Give me just a second, and I'll accompany you.
Go, Tony.
What do you think, man? Does it look like a friendly, or is it somebody who's going to bite us? Looks as though she's going to do laundry. Hey, Spence. Tony's got eyes on her. He says if you want to come in the laundry room, you'll be able to and interview her. If somebody feels comfortable doing that,
Please do it. I don't have a problem with that.
We got one guy on the ground, unvested, undercover. We got a female in a laundry room. Our perimeter's going to get. We got half the team on the other side of the apartments. A lot of shit going on.
Troy, does your target have tattoos down his left arm?
Looking at the printout, it says tattoo right arm, demon faces. That's the demon faces.
So he's out on the balcony right now.
He's out on the balcony.
Cool.
Copy, I think I'll en route to you right now.
Fredo, give me a shotgun.
Once you're suited up, make sure you got a shield. You have a shield? Copy.
Bobby is supposed to have a lot of meth and a gun. We're obviously going to treat it as Bobby is armed. Right. We know where he's at. We know he's here. Anytime we run a warrant, we automatically assume that this person's going to be dangerous. Especially this one here, there's no telling what he might do.
Jason, stop standing on the patio. No shirt. Heavily padded up. Copy. All right, let's go, guys. It was right around that corner. on that corner.
Hold up.
See your hands, lady. You got clothes on? What else is in here? Yeah.
Hands off!
Where's the guns?
Put your hand behind your back. Go ahead.
All right, we're clear up here.
Let's hear. I'll introduce myself as Detective Stewart. I'm with the U.S. Marshal's Task Force.
Hey, I don't understand.
Your boyfriend, Bobby Dean, is a fugitive. He's got a warrant.
Are you a convicted felon?
Am I a convicted felon? No, I was not convicted.
Look at that right there. You see that? It's crystal meth.
Oh my God. What the?
Is this your in here?
I didn't know any of that was in that thing right there. Wait, what happened?
Look, you want to use that shit, that's fine. And every time you do it, you're going to take the chance on going to jail.
Why am I going to jail?
You're going to be charged with this narcotics possession.
What narcotics?
Yeah, like the bags and bags of stuff you just saw stick out of there?
I mean, he's dealing, you know. There's no reason for him to have that much meth unless he's dealing. Hopefully this will scare a lot of the people out of this hotel that are dealing.
Put me in that one, please.
We're going to the same place. You here? Hold it. I love you.
No, I love him too.
Hey, man, that's a whole lot of dope up there, man. That's a whole lot of dope.
Drugs, guns.
Dude, that's a good charge right here. 9mm semi-automatic pistol, several rounds. These guns, they'll kill your ass. All these police officers that come out here and work the streets, they put their lives in the line and in danger because they encounter this kind of stuff. 2 smoking pipes, hashish, marijuana, cocaine, individually packaged bags of methamphetamine, several grams of methamphetamine, an unknown substance in these capsules, and there's an unknown substance in these 2 bottles. Hey, man, what's in those capsules? Huh? Oh, yeah. You can get one. I don't like drug users, and I don't like drug distributors. So anytime that I encounter somebody, no matter if it's this much or that much dope, they're going to jail. You know, it's bad for the community. It destroys people's lives, and we don't need it out here on the street. As a task force, that's our job. Seize their dope, seize their money, seize their guns. Make it hard on them to be a crook.
One guy on the ground, unvested, undercover. We got female in a laundry room. Our perimeter's going to get. We got half the team on the other side of the apartments. A lot of shit going on.
This is when you roll your dice. We're taking a gamble right now. A female walked out of the target apartment. It's in the wash area doing laundry. We've got 2 UCs on the ground. They're going to grab her and find out who's in that apartment. Once you start putting the wheels in motion, there's no stopping now. We've made contact.
I'm getting a bad vibe.
I'm a little worried that it's taking this long on this. Okay, guys. Chris just sent me a text. He said she said he's in apartment 911. 911. 911.
is clear, we're rolling. Okay, let's all be at the front of the complex. We'll all go in at the same time. Here's the front of the complex.
Go on, Papa.
All right, we're rolling in.
Marshal, open the door!
Take it.
Police!
Watch 912, watch 912.
Let me see your hands. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Keep your hands in sight, keep your hands in sight. Stand up, stand up. Turn around, face your back towards me. Push your hands on top of your head. Back up, stop. Who else is inside the apartment? No one else is in. Push, take the hallway, take the hallway.
Send her back, send her back, send her back, send her back. Come here, hey. Over here.
We're not clear, we've got one more.
Police! Step out where we can see you.
We're not clear, we've got one more.
Police! Step out where we can see you. Let me see your hands. Stop. Keep your hands in sight. Keep your hands in sight. Turn around. Face away from me. Place your hands on top of your head. Interlace your fingers. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Stop. Move over. Where are you coming? Where are you coming? Okay. Come back. Who else is inside? Who else is inside? Clear.
What's your name? All right, sit on the hood of this car. How long's that man been in your apartment?
Like 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days?
Play brother.
He's your play brother? What the hell's a play brother?
Like if your best friend has a boyfriend.
What's his name? 10-4, confirmation. You know he's wanted. So you're hiding a fugitive?
No.
Yeah? Is this your apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. You're hiding a fugitive. Where's your ID?
In my wallet.
And you're inside the apartment? Guys, there's a female that I have over here. She said she's got her ID and her wallet.
In the purse in the bedroom. Can y'all grab it, please?
You know what he did? He didn't tell you what he did?
No, I want to know why.
He stuck a gun in a woman's vagina and pulled the trigger.
That's taking some chances right there.
Very much so. I know you know he was wanted.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, listen, whatever, that's...
No, you don't know my father.
Where's all of his stuff?
No.
Okay, you're gonna take me in there and show me where it's at, okay?
Spencer,
Go ahead.
send somebody in there with gloves so I can collect evidence. I'm coming.
All right, Mike's on his way. Come on, man. I got the female coming with me.
I'm good.
Hey, tell him to flip this over.
Spence.
Yo. Oh. Oh. Is this your dresser in here? Okay, whose weapon is that in there? That's your dresser, okay?
Everything in this apartment is mine.
Okay, so is that gun yours? Hey, Sarge, we're gonna be a little bit. We found some weapons.
Had one round inside of it. Who purse is this? This your wallet? Your wallet was in there with that gun.
No, you don't understand. It's a lot of stuff in that drawer. I don't use.
So all this money in here, you don't use this money. What would you tell me?
If it's my money, I have it.
Okay, so you know what was in that drawer. You know it was a gun in there.
No, if it's my money, I would have it like, in my possession.
So this not your money?
No.
You knew that gun was in there.
There may be charges coming down the pipeline. Probably get you with harboring a fugitive, also possession of narcotics with intent to distribute. All right? Have a good day. You know what this is about? Yeah, so you knew it was coming?
Yes, sir. I want to turn myself in.
Nah, we ain't gonna wait, bro. You dealing with it today.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna start taking up for you. You do good work. You do good work.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all so much. Good seeing you, brother.
Take it easy.
All right, y'all take care. 2 weapons were retrieved, a .380 and a 9mm Glock. One comes back as stolen. He's a convicted felon. He's on parole, so we'll have him in possession of a stolen firearm. We're gonna call his parole officer, have him violated on his parole also. Chalk one up for the good guys today. We won.
Hello?
Vivian.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Spencer with the Marshals. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, listen, I want to call you. We arrested Jamarcus this morning.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. That just made my day. Thank you so much, Mr. Spencer. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
When Spencer called and said, I got him, that's all I needed to hear. Anything else was irrelevant. Just the fact that you got him and he's off the streets, I'm good with that. I don't have no remorse for Jamarcus or whatever he goes through. I can finally go on with my life and live how I should. I'm still here.
Check this out. We're U.S. Marshals.
Lower the window down!
On the next Martial Law, Texas.
Go inside.
He shot a whole bunch of people after he got kicked out of a club.
You just hear gunshots, the people screaming, and the smell of blood.
Don't move! Don't move!
Backwoods, y'all. Doors open. The door's open.
Step back. We have a warrant for your son's arrest.
Upstairs. Dr. Park.
Please, come out!